What is it like growing up Pasifika in Ōtautahi in 2021?
As young people, it is not often we get a voice.
It's not often we get a chance to share our stories.
Today we are proud to share a collection of voices that showcase the diverse stories that bind us and celebrate us. These are our stories. They're honest, they're raw.
They're unapologetically our own.
Our people have gone through so much, and a lot of people need to really hear everyone's stories. And we've heard all our parents' stories and their parents' stories, but it's like kind of our turn to represent who we are and show what we're here for.
Pasifika isn't just one culture, we're really diverse.
Fijian Indian.
Samoan.
Maori and Samoa.
Cook Islander.
Tongan.
I'm full Samoan. Tongan.
Fijian Indian and New Zealand European.
Proud Samoan.
Our Pasifika culture means the world to us as young people.
Family, food.
I just love art so much. I'm really into the Samoan designs, tattoos and patterns. I love the meanings behind it.
We're always putting others' needs before ourselves, and that we are just humble people.
My culture means everything to me. It's part of who I am, it's part of my identity.
Most importantly, the Polyfest, because every year you get to show off and embrace your culture through dancing and singing.
Whānau and tikanga.
Family, food, and culture.
The importance of my culture will be the values within it.
Indian prayers, learning about different Indian gods.
When we all gather together and have our kai and just sing.
It's just the value that comes with the culture and just the family in general.
I enjoy how all of us can unite together.
The language and most importantly the people.
I'm Monica. What are you cooking?
I'm cooking spaghetti bolognese.
There's lots to love about being Pasifika.
I love the culture and I love the big family get-togethers.
Food, especially chop suey and kalo.
The food is good, and I forgot about the language. The language, Samoan, is very beautiful and very different dialect.
Food, big thing, food, absolutely.
Probably have to be the food.
I love the food, the people.
The food, and just the love that we have for one another.
Food, people, and language.
We're nice, and if she's needing anything, then we're like there.
Probably the energy that my culture brings, to like family gatherings or like church gatherings.
I'd have to say the people, because it's just so kind and inclusive, and you just feel very happy to be like a part of them.
When it comes to our friends, some of us spend a lot of times with our Pasifika mates, others not so much.
I got a big friend group of a mix of Polynesian cultures.
My friends come from a range of cultures, from Maori to Pākehā to Samoan.
My friends are all Pākehā apart from a couple of them that are Filipino.
I got heaps. I got like Filipino, Korean, Egyptian, and European.
My school is predominantly Pākehā, so most of my friends are Pākehā.
I've got a great group of poly girls at the villa who we all hang out together every day. Learning more about my culture in general. I can see you having like this.
Many of us were born in Ōtautahi, and we can all agree there are many great things about our hometown.
People, they're really accepting about my culture.
It's not too big, it's not too small, it's people and it's just good.
The opportunities.
The community, because of the kindness and new friends.
Yeah, you get to meet a lot of new people, make new friends, and it's a good place to find a job.
It's great because there are a lot of Pasifika students here and Pasifika people, and a lot of opportunities for us.
I think that we've got like a really good support system here.
What's great about living in Ōtautahi? Just come down and check it out, bro.
On the flip side, being Pasifika and living in Ōtautahi has its challenges.
The colour of our skin means life can be really tough.
People thinking that we're just built for sport.
People would like judge you on the color of your skin and just think that because you're brown that you're not capable of doing something.
Looking different from everyone else, it feels like there's different expectations of you, and you kind of do feel like you're treated differently because of who you look like or what culture you do associate with. So I feel like I can be quite excluded at times.
We are stereotyped to only be good at playing sports, but I believe that we can be good in other fields as well.
The racial comments by Pākehā people and bus drivers.
There's the stereotypical sayings that are said towards us, like, oh, we're going to be dropouts, or we're going to end up in the factories like our ancestors did, like during the Dawn Raids.
Racism is an issue in Ōtautahi. Last year, actually, when I was taking part of a college production, I experienced racism from another cast member, and she had gone around our cast and spread of rumours about me, and one thing she did say was Matthew shouldn't have been given this role, he's from the islands.
Like the everyday glare, like on the bus, or just people just staring at you for no reason, or if you're like walking into the dairy, like if there's a lot of yous as well, we're not going to steal anything.
I've been stereotyped a lot, but that's only a few people out of like hundreds and thousands of people.
So I've experienced teachers saying my name wrong. When they say Tani, they go Tane, Tani, yeah, and when they say my last name, they go Leo, or Leo, or Leo.
Looking after ourselves involves a mix of the emotional and physical.
I tend to sleep a lot to help me through days.
Emotionally, I will look after myself by sometimes crying. I feel like there's a best way sometimes, like there is only one way and that's just letting it out. So I feel like sometimes it's looked down upon to cry, like in Pasifika culture kinda. Sometimes we just taught to like, harden up and deal with it.
Just talking to someone I trust, expressing my feelings. Physically, I play a lot of sports.
When I wake up and before I go to sleep, I usually do a prayer to allow me to thank our Heavenly Father for the great things He has done. Secondly, I read books to develop and expand new skills.
Listen to music or write down how I feel.
There's a bit of volleyball and such. When it comes to emotionally, people. Just socialise, and if I really need to separate myself, I will.
Listening to good music, to pray.
I just listen to music. Music always gets me going. Music always puts me back in my spot. And how I look after myself physically is I just play basketball. So yeah, basketball gets my mind off a lot of things. It lets me get my anger out. So yeah.
I do a lot of singing, a lot of dancing as well. Going for walks was the easy one to look after myself, especially during lockdown. I kind of isolated myself a bit too much within my room, so then I decided to head out a bit more.
I look after myself physically with training and keeping active.
While some of us rely on our friends for a little bit of help or support, there are others we can turn to.
My family.
It'd have to be my parents.
My parents?
I can always rely on my boyfriend.
Family and friends. Yeah, those are the two that really keep me in line.
My parents, as I can trust them with everything I've got.
I can always rely on, my parents.
Myself.
My family, my friends, my grandparents. Yeah, they just encourage me to keep on going and just work hard and that I can do great things.
Myself.
My closest friends, my poly girls, and my brothers, and my mum.
My mum.
My parents, and I can always rely on Jesus, and also God, and just also those who are there for me, like my mates.
My parents.
Myself, big time.
I have a best friend who I always go to, but if I believe that it's something out of her reach and it's needed more support, I can always rely on my community, my family, my cousins and my friends.
My parents, as well as my brothers. I think my brothers are like my biggest supporters, even though they're annoying half the time. They're always going to be there for me. I've always got my parents. They always remind me that they're my harshest critics and that they're my #1 supporters.
Say your full name now.
No matter our differences, we're all proud to be Pasifika.
That's what makes us us, and it's pretty cool.
I'm proud to be Pacifican because I'm associated with great people. I love the culture about it. I love everything.
Oh, I'm very proud because I'm gonna represent where I come from.
It's good to know that I belong to something bigger than myself.
I am proud to be Pasifika because loads of cultures from around the world admire our culture.
I feel like we've got a really strong community and I love everything about our culture.
My culture, in its own way, teaches me many lessons. To be kind to one another, to respect your elders.
Yes, I'm proud to be Pasifika, just because it's the way God made me, just because it's in my blood.
It's what makes me who I am today and as a person, and I just love it.
I am proud to be a Pacific Islander because when I see other Pacific Islanders speak their chosen languages, I get a sense of Pacific identity.
Hey, I'm breaking. It's okay, it's okay.
I found this experience fun because I connected with my friends through more of just school.
Interviewing the two people really, just became closer as friends, so it was really good.
When I interviewed Lisa, she goes to a mainly white dominated school, and she was telling me about what she's been going through, and I just know that from my school where it's like a lot of the brown communities real big, and compared to her school it's just really different and people are going through different things.
I've learnt that actually, even though we don't talk about it at school because we go to a quite Balangi school, that they do face racism within and outside of the school, and that life can actually be tough for them even though we don't talk about it.
We all have our differences with this city and all different perspectives, and that my perspective of Aotearoa is that there are some times where it's difficult for us Polynesians, but then there are other times where we can celebrate it and give our congratulations to Polynesians.
The feedback that I get from the interviews is actually kind of surprising, especially coming from one of them who was half caste, and his experience as a Samoan and as a European from New Zealand. So yes, it was quite interesting.
I learned that their cultures are really beautiful, and also that it's very different to the Samoan culture with Cook Island and Tongan.
It has made me more proud to be Pasifika.